edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Play action. Mitchell. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun. Mitchell finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down now. It's Anderson. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Mitchell. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Off at the 33, and the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday. Anything can happen in this league. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
3rd and 20, and no surprise the defense in the dime. Back to throw. Mitchell. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So, Charles, a nice throw there by a man who, until this week, was the backup here, elevated to get the start due to injury. How different do you think this offense will be?
Well, the hope is not much, but obviously it's hard to say until you get out there and see how your guys respond. And fortunately, this might just be a 1 or 2 week absence. But I do think that this unit has faith in him. They believe that he can play well, and they're going to band together to give him every opportunity.
They'll run. Here's Harris. Breaks a tackle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 12.
On the handoff, Tomlinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's complete to Ward. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
scoreless after one. On first down, Tomlinson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Mayfield. Got a man, it's Swan, complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mayfield to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the handoff, here's Tomlinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? This is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To throw is Mitchell on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Fielded at the 33 and shedding a man at the 40. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. Mayfield. They'll complete this one to Swan. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now Tomlinson on the handoff. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And the Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Short little throw to Ebron. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down. Tomlinson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They run with Harris, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. From the 16, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Mitchell. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Mitchell. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. After playing like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. On 3rd down, Tomlinson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Here's Mitchell on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Play fake. Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On the ground, it's Harris. Oh, what a move. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes our score 17-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, Mitchell. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And now Anderson is slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to Johnson again. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Williams loses the football, and it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
On second down, it's Tomlinson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
This is Harris. Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 9. Mayfield. It's brought in by Harris. They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now Mayfield.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And this one is right through. And the lead now increases to 20-0.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
A chance for us again to look at this Pittsburgh defense. Last time got that fumble recovery when it looked like they might yield points, so maybe something to build off of.
No doubt about it, and mentally, how about just hanging in there when it looked like they're about to give up something and instead took the ball away? That's a sign of a very mentally strong team.
Mentally strong. Can they be mentally strong again? And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mitchell. It's complete to his big target, Crumpler. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now Mitchell looking to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Mitchell. And this one is incomplete.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw. Mitchell. And the reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Mitchell to throw on 3rd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Mitchell now throwing on first down.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Second down at 7.
Looking to throw. Mitchell. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
2nd and 7.
Here's Tomlinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
67 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
They'll run with Harris. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
2nd down at 3.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your time.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Mitchell. Going to throw right side here. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Michael Pilardi now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
Yeah, the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. They'll start by running the option to the right. 6 yards there on the keeper and second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Tomlinson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. A give to Harris. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.